All right, and we should be live any moment. And here we go. What's up, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Chris, and this is my channel, Barn on 11970. And as always, I want to take the time to thank you all for listening to what I have to say, whether you're listening to it live, which is currently 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on December 5th, 2016, or you're watching it days or weeks later. This is something I wanted you to listen to and see the hypocrisy of what is supposed to be a third-party candidate. And you could see with people like, for example, with Bernie Sanders, how they are really not the politicians that you're led to believe. And they are great at making you believe them to be genuine and stealing your money. And in the end, they end up going on the side of candidates that you are trying to avoid. So I'm going to show you the hypocrisy of this, and you're going to hear it from Jill Stein's own words, and I want your opinions. So if you're going to watch this live, obviously you can leave your statement when I ask the question, and I'll read each one, and we'll see what the overall opinion is. And then what I want you to do is when this video uploads, come back and view it so you can leave your comments so it stays there permanently, because once this processes, you cannot see any comments that were left during the live stream. And also, I found out if you want to get a better chance of seeing my videos on a regular basis, because I get people telling me all the time they don't get notifications, the more interaction my videos get. In other words, the more comments people leave on the videos once they're processed, and the more thumbs up or thumbs down, I mean, if you want to thumb it down, that's fine, but the more thumbs up or thumbs down that are left, the more likely it is to be shown on YouTube. So what I'm asking for my regular subscribers, if you care about this and you want to get notifications and you think my videos are important to get out there, this new algorithm that YouTube has is based on basically audience participation. So I'm going to ask you if you can, only if, like I said, you could thumb it up or thumb it down. I'm not telling you to do either one. I'm not begging for likes or anything like that. If you don't like it, you could thumb it down. But if you leave comments and create an interaction, it will increase the chances of you getting more updates and it being seen. So I need your help with that. And Trevor says, geez, Barnon, you put up so many videos. Do you have a 9 to 5? No, I actually do not work for any businesses or corporations. I own my own business, so I have the freedom to do things other than spend most of my days working. I highly recommend that people do that. But let's get into the topic. Obviously, I'm going to be showing a video of a clip on another person's channel. I did post a link in the description below. So with fair use, I can only show a little bit. But I want you to hear from her own words how ridiculous this is, and I'm going to ask you a question afterwards, so pay close attention to what she's about to say.
The American people have made it very clear what they want done here. Chris, coming out of this election,
wait. The American people. Wait, where do you get off saying the American people? Where do you get off saying that the American people are calling for this? I think the vast majority of the American people think we should accept the result of the election.
80% of Americans said that they were disgusted with this election. And we know that about 90% of Americans do not have faith.
It may have been the choice they had. I don't think it was the system or a demand for a recount.
This is a time that people have an entire loss of faith in our political institutions. The way that the money is coming in from small donors makes it very clear. And in fact, a poll just last week showed the American people support the recount and that they feel that if Donald Trump was in the reverse position, he would be doing exactly the same thing. Remember, he said that it was a rigged system and that he...
Okay, so we're going to end it right there. I mean, the one thing I could say is, you know, I've been trying to warn people about this system. It doesn't matter who's running the system. It's a corrupt system. And you could see, like I've said before with symbolism, I mean, there's a reason why we have the American bald eagle as our national bird. It's a symbol because you'll have the two wings. You have the left wing and you have the right wing. They give us an illusion of separation, but they follow into the same entity. And then you get all these people that are supposedly the third party people like Bernie Sanders and Jill Stein of the quote unquote Green Party. And they are basically going on Hillary Clinton's side and they get lots of money for it. So basically what she said in there is that 80% of Americans are upset with this and demand a recount. So while I show you some other things about this, I want you in the comment section. And then again, like I said, when it uploads, come back and leave your comments so your voices can be heard. Do you agree with what Jill Stein said? Are you one of the 80% of Americans that she supposedly says is demanding a recount? Which is absolutely ridiculous in my opinion, because if that was the case, well, how did Donald Trump win then if 80% are outraged by this? So let me show you something else. I'm going to show you her Facebook page. So let's, I got to redo this really quick. So her Facebook page, give me a second. We're going to see what the average person thinks about this. So here is her Facebook page, okay? And this was on November 25th. You can see this is her real page, Jill Stein, who's a doctor, who should basically stay a doctor. This was a post that she put November 25th about the recount in Wisconsin. Now let's see if 80% of the people agree. So I'm showing the comments, which, by the way, she wants donations. You know, Bernie Sanders wanted the same thing. They wanted your money. Now, they'll never return it, but I'm going to show you how much money she's actually raised. So it's either people like George Soros and Hillary Clinton, who, by the way, you know, she made this epic speech weeks ago before the election saying how outraged she was that Donald Trump may not, you know, concede if she wins and how it's going to ruin the Democratic election in the United States of America. Well, she backed Jill Stein behind this. Now, did she finance it? I can't prove that, but it wouldn't surprise me when you see how much money she's raised, considering how little Jill Stein raised in her entire campaign. But let's see some of the comments, and let's see if the people agree. So I put, you'll see 400 out of 4,553. So here's one that says, "Why are you still here, Jill Stein? Even your running mate said your recount was bogus. You seriously need to let it go and give people back their money, or off yourself because you're a useless sack of flesh, a thief." Okay, that doesn't sound like one of the 80%. Here's another person. Jill Stein equals scam artist. Here's another one. "Why did you drop PA recount? If so, why are you still soliciting for donations?" Which, by the way, the reason they dropped the PA recount is because they require a $1 million fee to do it, which she showed. She actually said they didn't want to pay that because they couldn't afford it. And when you see how much money she's been given, it's ridiculous, and it makes you wonder, where's that money going to go? So let's continue. Just another Hillary shill. "Why donate when you didn't even use the money for PA and had the bid dropped? So disappointed." Another person laughs. Let's see. "I'll donate. About to clean the cat's litter box. Just let me know where to send it." There you go. Doesn't sound like any of the 80% she's talking about. Isn't it funny how the left suckers these poor fools time after time? First Sanders and now Stein. Okay, so you can continue to go on and on and on. Let's just scroll down a little bit more so you don't think I'm just cherry picking. All right, "I'd like to donate to your science for a brain transplant. Ha ha ha, she just stole so much money. That's right, stupid sheep, send your money to her." All right, so that doesn't seem to me 80%. Let's scroll down more. Let's see. "Jill, you're a complete moron. What about Pennsylvania? Seriously? People who donated money to this con artist. How blind are you?" Okay, so the people don't seem to be agreeing with her. Okay, so now I'm going to show you something else that's going to get you really mad. Now, the reason that she dropped the Pennsylvania, like some people mentioned, is because it cost a $1 million fee to be able to recount in Pennsylvania, which she said was something they can't afford. Well, as you can see right here, what they love to do is steal your money. Okay, look how much she's raised. This is her actual Jill Stein, nationalbuilder.com, for the recount. She has raised over $7 million of stupid people's money. And what is it for? It's not for her to be elected. She got nowhere near any amount to where the recount would matter. So who is this for? Let's see. Could it be Hillary Clinton? So where did all this money come from? I would love to see how much money she raised. From what I understand, she didn't even raise even half of this in her entire campaign. And yet, in a couple of weeks, she's gotten over $7 million in donations. You really think the average person, which, by the way, like I said, when you go on her Facebook page and you look at the comments, comment after comment Here's another one. You're right. Greedy Jill Stein, just another thief. You really think these people are donating when it's post after post? Jill Stein is a crook. She ran out of money. It's all over. Sure, take the money from hardworking people. Why are you not recounting Democratic states? Recount is over. The Green Party is bankrupt. So here's another one. As a libertarian, stop wasting my money. So she says 80%, which shows that they're either absolutely out of touch or they are flat out lying to people in hopes there will be gullible people that they could still steal your money from. So I would love to know in the comments section what you people think. Now, I'm not going to tell people how to think. My videos are all about making you think for yourself. So in the comment section right here live, and then when the video is uploaded, come back and post your comments, and let's see, do you agree with Jill Stein? So let's see what some of the comments are, and let's see if she is right about the 80%. Let's see. Autumn Leaf says she's full of you-know-what. Mitch Olay says, Organite, buy some. I agree. I actually sell Organite. So thank you for promoting my stuff. If you want to see that, there's a link in the description below. It has nothing to do with this, but, you know, that's what some people do. Let's see. J-Man Weed Eater says, I think I see a devil called Jill Stein. Let's see. JB says, I'm shocked you're doing a video about Jill Stein. Well, I'm doing it to make a point. JB says, I like Jill Stein just because the info she's putting out. Oh, you mean, but you don't have a problem with the fact that she's basically stealing $7 million from people for a lost cause? Hey, you're allowed to like her, so that's one person that's for her. So that's so far not 80%, but that gives one on her side. Mitch says, agreed, so don't care about this obviously fake piece of you-know-what. Laura Mayouette, and if I get any of them wrong, please forgive me if I pronounce them wrong. Hillary Shapeshifting Jill. Autumn Leaf says she is pond scum. Let's see. Culpress Chaos says, I love watching them crumble. The first joy I've had since Obama was elected. Barb T says, Doctor, my rear end, a complete butthole. I'm talking out of context with what they really wrote. Let's see. Ammon Jones says, what do you think about Elizabeth Warren climbing off of her? That I have no opinion. Let's see. See if there's any others. All right. A couple of people said it more than once. All right, so that's good enough for now. But you could see only one person seemed to have liked Jill Stein. So if you go by ratios, by the amount of comments on Facebook, and even the comments here, the average person is not agreeing with Jill Stein. So this is what they do. They lie to you. They are more than welcome to take your money, and who knows where it's going to go. I mean, Bernie Sanders, for example, after he sold out all the people that were, you know, he worked so hard and they worked so hard for him, just bought a third home for over $600,000 in cash. I wonder where that money came from. So I'm sure he'd like to thank his donors for being suckered into it. Jill Stein did the same thing. So this is the thing I've been trying to talk to you about for so long. This is a corrupt system. This is a business. Their job is to make money from you. They can make more money from you if they perceive themselves as trustworthy, as friendly, as on your side. Because if they said what they really think, and as you could see what they showed with Hillary Clinton behind cameras, you know, behind closed doors, they don't think of you the very same way they talk to you in public. Because like I said, if somebody called you a moron, you're not going to give them any money. But if they pretend to be your best friend and tell you everything that you want to hear, well, you're going to give them the chance to do it over and over and over again. So eventually and hopefully people will learn about this. This is what's out there. They smile in front of the camera. They tell you everything that you want to hear. They fill you with a bunch of BS, and then you fall for it every time, and then people act surprised. So as of now, Jill Stein and who else in that party has over $7 million of somebody's money. And I don't think it's the average person out there who wants a recount. I could be wrong, so we'll see it in the comment section. So I will leave that up to you. So I'm not going to make this video too long because I want people to participate. Again, like I said, especially if you're new here, if you want notifications and you want my videos to show up more often, thanks to this YouTube wonderful new algorithm that bases things on thumbs up, thumbs down, and comments, when this video uploads, I want to ask if you care and this matters to you and you think my messages are important, just come back, leave your comments, hit the thumb up or thumbs down. I'm not going to be here and say, oh, I need 1,000 likes for this to be successful. If you think this is bad and you want to thumb it down, by all means, please do. As long as it shows activity, that's all that matters. So with that being said, I am going to end this video at this time. I look forward to your comments. If you want to share it, that's also a beautiful thing. And thank you for all that participated and leaving your messages and for subscribing to my channel. So with that being said, I hope you all have a wonderful night. Don't believe everything you hear on the news media. Start thinking for yourselves. Be more independent. Get rid of your bank accounts. Open up a federal credit union. Get yourself some gold and silver. Invest in some money. Stock up some food and water. And do things for yourself. Otherwise, you're going to be a slave to these corrupt people who are just going to smile in your face while they're stealing your wallet. So thanks for watching. Have a great night. And say it with me, ladies and gentlemen. Don't forget to have your trolls spayed or neutered.